Well, it's been a few months. Today is. It's been more than a few months, but today is Wednesday, December 20th. It is currently about to be 7 in the morning. I was trying to fall asleep, but was having some difficulties. Had a lot of things going through my mind, as you might be able to tell from my face, because it looks like garbage. Because I'm exhausted, but well, I mean, I've been busy, but just every time I was thinking, I would have liked to have made more videos, but every time I thought about making them, it was just uh, a lot. There was a lot of like, should I talk about this or should I talk about that? All that stuff. But I think instead I'm going to. Well, because the last like I don't remember when the last time I recorded a video was, but since then it's been rough. But now it's kind of getting better because I'm not like working as much as I was before. Because before I was working, I was at school weekdays, right? Monday through Friday. And then I was at work from Friday to Monday. And so, that's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, right? And so I would never have like an actual day off. There would be like on there would be there would be Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday where I would only have school. And then after school I would have like I don't know, like I would have time after school to do like stuff I wanted, but like I would never have a day that was just like a weekend, right? Where you just wake up and you have like the day to yourself. Um, so it was a little suffocating, I think. But I've already changed my schedule and it's getting better now, so that's that. Um, oh, this one, I I I might as well put that into here as well, so I don't have to make an entire other separate video. But um, I had been doing a manga book club with some friends, and I had also around the same time that I changed my schedule to be the chaotic one from before, right? The going to work at from Friday to Monday. I had ended up like not following the book club as much, or the book club as much, which is unfortunate because I'm the one that created it and invited people to start it. So I think what I would like to do as an apology to them is, because I still would like to do the manga book club, especially now that my schedule has freed up more. Um, what I would like to do is I want to read through it, and then I want to make a whole other video and go over the manga, and then I'll send it in the Discord as part of like a I'm sorry I didn't participate in the discussion, and I'm sorry that I didn't kind of facilitate the discussion at all, or like the meetings or anything. But I did want to at least, because this is we did a book that I had suggested. That was the first book that we did, and then the next book was somebody else's suggestion, and then that book is the one where I had stopped facilitating the discussions and participating in them and whatnot. So if I were in that person's situation, I would feel. I mean, if I were to be honest, I'd feel upset, right? Like, we just read this book that you suggested, and then now that we're moving on to another book, there isn't like any sort of, I don't know, like off the 4 hours of sleep I'm working with. The only other word I can think of is fairness, but um, yeah. So I would feel a little upset, I think. And even though they may not feel that way, I still think it's necessary for me to do this. So I'm gonna make a video, um, especially now that I have summer break coming up. I'm gonna try and make a video about my thoughts on the book, and then I'm gonna send it in the Discord. It's probably going to be unlisted on YouTube, which means that um, only the people with the link can view it, because I don't think I need to post that publicly. I think I'm just gonna make it unlisted and send it in the Discord, and then you guys can access the link from there. Moving on from that, I was also thinking about doing another club, which would be an anime club, kind of. Well, I mean, kind of. It's like an anime club. You just watch anime together. But I can message you guys more about that later. That stuff aside, let's see. Well, let's talk about school first. So, the last couple months of school were rough, especially with my old schedule of work and school. There were a lot of days where I was just like getting home from work, exhausted, going straight to sleep, waking up too late to get to school on time, saying I'm okay. I don't need to go to school. I don't feel like going to school if I'm just going to be late, right? That kind of feeling. And so I just slept in and went to work instead. There were a lot of those kinds of days. But since changing my schedule, I have gotten back into more of a groove of going back to school more often. It is still like there are a couple days where I'm still waking up late and thinking I will just go back to sleep. But I'm working on getting rid of that habit. But let's see. In better news, the final exam for our for this semester's class just happened, and I did pass. So I will be going on to the next class. And I had already talked to the teachers and everything about why I was missing school and stuff. So they are aware of that. Here, just give me 1 second. I'm so thirsty right now. Okay. Alright. Give me 1 second. Oh. Alright. Let's see. There's not much else about school. I mean, we're about to have our winter break. Today's actually today, the 20th, is our last day of school before the winter break. So that'll be fun. I think at least for this first week, I'm gonna keep it like a relaxed schedule at work, and then maybe like, I don't know, 2 weeks from now or something, right? Uh, so like next week's schedule will be from the 25th to the 31st, and then uh, maybe from the 1st onwards I might work more until, well, actually it would just be for a week because school starts back on the 9th is the first day. So, but let's see, I think that's pretty much it for school. As for work, things are actually going pretty good at work. I've started be able to I've started being able to communicate more with my coworkers, and actually I just made, even though it's going to be like a lot shorter than this one probably, I did make a Japanese version of my video that I plan on uploading as well. So that way they can watch and enjoy some of it too, instead of having to just listen to the English one and be like, yes, 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 yes. I don't understand any of this, but yes. So, yeah, I've been able to communicate a lot more with them, which is nice. And I actually just went out the other day. I think I may have already somewhat mentioned this, but I just went out to a drinking party with them the other day for the second time. This is the second time. The first time was last month on the 28th, I believe. This month was on the 18th. I don't know if they hold it monthly or what, but they did invite me again this month, so I'm very grateful for that. The first one we went to like an izakaya, which is just like a bar, right? A Japanese kind of bar. And then we went and played darts, and that was a lot of fun. It was the first time I ever played darts before. It was really fun. They had a lot of different game modes and whatnot, and there were a lot of people there. There were like 12 or so people in total. It was crazy. What else? I mean, we played darts for a long time. So we stayed at the izakaya until like 2 in the morning, and we got there at like 11. And then from 2 in the morning until 5, we were doing darts. And then from 5 on, you can take the first train of the day. And so we took the first train back. And that happened this time too, except we went to a different place. We didn't eat too much there. But then we went to do more darts for a little bit. And then after that, we went to sing karaoke for the rest of the night. So I don't know if my voice is still bad or not, but it was not good yesterday morning. Let's see. But it was a lot of fun. They sang. There were a few of the Japanese songs that I knew and was slightly able to sing, which was nice. And then I sang some English songs, and that was fun. But yeah, a lot of fun. I'm excited for the next one, whenever it may be. Hopefully I learn to leave before the last train, though, because leaving at the first train and waking up for school is awful. I get back here and go to sleep at 7, around there in the morning, like now, ish, which I might fall asleep after this. Just get a bunch of things out of my head. That's why I couldn't sleep in the first place. But sleep around now, and then wake up at like 11:30, 12. It's like 4 or 5 hours, but like it's at such a bad time. Cause like if it's 3 hours, it's not that bad. Cause I think like 3 hours is like, for me, I think that's either right after or before my REM sleep starts or something. It's just easier for me to wake up at 3 hours. But if it's somewhere around like 4 or 5 hours, it's it's not great. And well, I mean, I say if it's 3 hours. I think if it's a nap and it's 3 hours, but if it's like my my slumber for the night, my sleep, there's I cannot wake up after 3 hours. I have to sleep more. Otherwise, I would just set my alarm for 3 hours and then wake up. But I've tried doing that before and it doesn't work. When I'm not napping, right? When I'm sleeping. But there was another thing I wanted to talk about, but I can't remember. I mean, there was the like, I think I had talked about this before, but I wanted to take like tests and enter college, but the I checked like 1 month. I think I checked in like October, right? For like tests for the ACT over here, and they're like, yeah, you can do it in friggin' November. You can do it in December, whatever. I was like, okay, cool. So I'm just gonna wait a little bit, get some more practice in, and then schedule my test date. And I check back next month, and it's gone until friggin' February. And the application for the test, or sorry, not for the test, the application for the university, like the deadline for it, is in January, the beginning of January. So I'm screwed until next year, January. And the colleges have two like entrance periods, but the admission for both is at the beginning of the year, or like the test procedures, right? And I think that's crazy. Because even if you wanted to enter later in the year, you have to like, I don't know. I guess it makes sense in the sense that like you don't have to have two separate like admission periods. You could just have one for both, right? Like there's some sense in that. I get it, but I mean for me it sucks because I can't, like, my visa, the longest it lasts is until April of 2025. And the next time that I'm able to apply for my college is January of 2025. So I get one shot. So what I'm probably going to do is I may search for other colleges, but I don't know. We'll have to see. I have a well, I mean, if I want to get into other colleges, I need to figure that out fast. But if it's just gonna be the initial college that I planned on going to, I have a year to prep for it. So I think most of that prep time is gonna be for like the interview and stuff. There really was another thing that I wanted to talk about, but I forgot what it was. Oh well. Um, I will save it probably for next time. And this, I hate making promises, so I'm not gonna make a promise. But I have my weekends back, so it's more likely that I'll be able to make these videos again. Because I think if I make promises, right, like I promise to put out another video. I don't have to do it with that kind of vigor, but you know what I mean. Like I promise to send out another video on, the next weekend or Wednesday or whatever, right? And then like something happens, whether that be something that I did, something that was out of my control. Either way, if something causes me to miss that, I feel worse about it, and then I just don't ever do it again, right? So instead of making the promise that I will upload on, a specific schedule, I will. I might even do something like this where I have a lot of things in my head and I'm trying to sleep, and so I let them out in this kind of format. I think that might be good because I wouldn't write it, but like the only I don't have like I have a desk, but it's currently has a bunch of garbage on it. So, and not like well, it has garbage, but like most of it is actual stuff. But it feels good to get it all off. Like I'm starting to get like really tired now that I've gotten everything out. I don't. I would like to upload this before I would like to upload this before I go to sleep, but I don't know how YouTube's gonna handle it. Usually, for some reason, I run into issues of some kind while I'm doing this, but oh well. I'm getting exhausted talking, so I think whatever it was that I was thinking about before, I'll just say next time. So, see you when I see you.